गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। मैं लखनभाई मीना, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर इंग्लिश फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज चौमेला झालावाड़। आपका हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल में हार्दिक अभिनंदन है। आज पढ़ेंगे अपन पर्सी बाय शैली की और टू दी वेस्ट में। देखिए, सर्वप्रथम पोइट के इंट्रोडक्शन के बारे में जान लीजिए। पी शैली वाज बोर्न ऑन अगस्त 4, 1792. He was educated at Eton University College, Oxford. From Oxford, he was sent down in 1811 after circulating a pamphlet on the necessity of atheism. In the same year, he married Harriet Westbrook, but separated from her after 3 years of a wandering life. ठीक है, हम देखिए। Harriet drowned herself in the Serpentine in 1816. He left England in 1814 with Mary Wollstonecraft and married her in 1816. Shelley published Alastor in 1816. In the same year, began his friendship with Lord Byron. In 1818, Shelley left for Italy. He visited Byron at Venice, and in the same year wrote the stanzas written in dejection. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट। इन 1819 द published Peterville the third a satire on Wordsworth. At the end of 1819, Shelley moved to Pisa, and it was now that he wrote some of his best-known lyrics, including the Ode to the West Wind and To a Skylark. Shelley was a revolutionary. He did not believe in the customs and conventions of the world. Shelley was the singer of the unborn utopia. He was little interested in the past. His eyes were fixed intently on the future. To renovate the world, to bring about the golden age, was his constant aim. O wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट। He says in Ode to the West Wind, to this end he pours his fiery eloquence against the kind priest and the state conventions. All these shackles are to be swept away, and a new society without class distinction and governmental machinery is to be reared upon its ruins. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट। द मोस्ट ग्लोइंग पिक्चर ऑफ सच ए सोसाइटी इज प्रेजेंटेड इन हिज प्रोमेथियस अनबाउंड. Shelley was so intensely preoccupied with the world of ideas that his poetry had acquired a visionary vagueness, but it must be admitted that when he so desired, he could rise equal to the demand of the concrete reality as it witnessed by his sensi. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट। The second defect is said to be his obscurity, which makes some of his passage a mere jumble of glittering words and images. But when all has been said and done, the impression remains that Shelley is the great poet of hope, just as Wordsworth is of wisdom. Shelley's proper sphere is the world of the spirit. Shelley contributed a new quality of literature, a quality of ideality, freedom and spiritual intensity. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट। He had a metaphysical waste of mind. Swinburne speaks of Shelley in the following words: Shelley outsang all poets on record, but some two or three throughout all times. The depth and heights of inner and outer music are as divine as nature and not sooner exhaustible. ठीक है, अब देखिए, he was alone the perfect singing god. His thoughts, words, deeds all sang together. The master singer of our modern race and age, the poet beloved above all other poets, being beyond all other poets in one world and the only proper world, divine. For the vast majority of his readers, Shelley is and will remain a lyrical poet par excellence. His lyricism is the keynote of his poetry. In him, we have all the requisite stage of his supreme lyrical genius. Like Byron, Shelley was inspired by the ideal of poetical action. He died at the age of 30 by drowning in a boat accident. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट थोड़ा सा पोएम के इंट्रोडक्शन के बारे में जान लीजिए थोड़ा सा. Otis the West Wind, published in 1820, and perhaps the greatest of all Shelley's lyrics. It is a lyric of great complexity. The natural pattern of leaf could be developed in the first three stanzas. Anticipate the poet identification with the unseen but deeply felt presence of the west wind. The individual merges with general. The poem reaches its climax in stanza 5. देखिए, be thou spirit fires my spirit, be thou my me impetuous one. It is one of the best lyrics of Shelley. It presents Shelley as the poet of nature, singer of endless sorrow, and the prophet. In the first three sections of the poem, it vividly shows its activities of man in the sky and the Sa. In the fourth section, the poet identifies himself with the west winds, which makes ground for a new revolution. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट. He hopes to bring about a new social order with the help of the west wind. His verse shapes along with the rust of the wind. Metaphor succeed metaphor with simile after simile with a wind rapidity. The poem is an ode composed in the Italian verse from called Terza Rima. Each stanza is planned like a sonnet, content 14 lines. The lines are iambic pentameter. ठीक है, अब देखिए नेक्स्ट. The poem is one of Shelley's greatest achievement and has a deep human and political interest. He composed the poem after he left England forever, and he had been refused the guardianship of his own children from the first wife. Moreover, his ambition to regenerate the society was not fulfilled. Naturally, he was feeling much depressed and had no peace of mind. This poem embodies his revolutionary and reformist zeal, his lofty idealism and remarkable optimism despite the crushing circumstances of his life. ठीक है, it is indisputably the greatest ode in English poetry. The best one is the symbol of force and power. The poem embraces within its vast sweep the whole universe, the earth, and the sky, and the ocean, therefore at time concentrating upon the poet's own personality. It reaches out to the whole mankind. अब देखिए पोएम के एक्सप्लेनेशन के बारे में. टेक्स्ट देखिए. O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's wing, thou from whose unseen presence the leaves dead are driven like ghosts from an enchanter feeling, yellow and black and pale and hectic red, pestilence stricken multitude. O thou देखिए इसके एक्सप्रेशन देखिए। देखिए, these are the opening lines of Sally's Ode to the West Wind. Sally was deeply influenced by the French Revolution. He wanted to reform the world and establish a kingless, casteless and creedless society. ठीक है, but experiences soon taught him that tyranny and conventions were too deeply established for him to overthrow single-handed. In the Ode to the West Wind, he seeks the help of a very powerful natural force, that is the west wind, to destroy whatever is bad and wicked and to rebuild the world after his own model. ठीक है, they are the opening lines of Shelley's lyric Ode to the West Wind. The poem is one of Shelley's greatest achievements and has a deep human and political interest. It is a symbolic poem. The west wind is the symbol of might and power. It brings about revolution wherever it blows. These lines describe the effect of the west wind on the earth. It blows in the autumn season. It is the very life of autumn. The different operations of autumn are not possible without the west wind. ठीक है, these lines describe the effect of the west wind on the earth. It blows in the autumn season. It is very life of the autumn. The different operations of autumn are not possible without the west wind. Though it is not seen, yet its presence drives away the dead leaves. These dry leaves are of different colors. Some are yellow, some are black, some are red. They fall off in such large numbers that they appear to have been stricken by some disease. The poet describes the scattering of the dry leaves with the help of a beautiful smile. Just as a magician drives away the ghost and the evil spirits, in the same way the dry leaves fly in the presence of the west wind. It is individual power and only visible in its effects, like the invisible power of the magician. It drives the dead leaves away. देखिए नेक्स्ट लाइन देखिए, O thou, O who charitest to their dark wintry where the winged seeds, where they lie cold and low, each like a corpse within its grave, until thine azure sister of the spring shall blow. Her clarion over the dreaming earth and coil, driving sweet birds like flocks to feed in air, with a living hush and odors played and hill. Wild spirits which are moving everywhere, destroy and preserve here or here. देखिए इसकी एक्सप्रेशन देखिए। These lines are from the opening stanza of Shelley's poem Ode to the West Wind. The poet describes the power and activity of the west wind on the earth. ठीक है, और देखिए नेक्स्ट, द पोइट से दैट द वेस्ट विंड scattered